thought the king had more affected the Duke of Albany than Cornwall.
It did always seem so to us, but now, in the division of the kingdom, it appears not which of the dukes he values most.
Is not this your son, my lord?
His breeding, sir, hath been at my charge. I have so often blushed to acknowledge him that now I'm brazen to it.
I cannot conceive you.
Sir, this young fellow's mother could. Whereupon she grew round-wombed, and had indeed, sir, a son for her cradle, ere she had a husband for her bed. Do you smell a fault?
I cannot wish the fault undone, the issue of it being so proper.
But I have a son, sir, by order of law, some year elder than this, who yet is no dearer in my account, though this knave came something saucily to the world before he was sent for. Yet was his mother fair. There was good sport at his making. And the whoreson must be acknowledged. Do you know this noble gentleman, Edmund?
No, my lord.
My lord of Kent. Remember him hereafter as my honourable friend.
My services to your lordship.
I must love you, and see you to know you better.
Sir, I shall study deserving.
He has been out 9 years, and away he shall again. The king is coming.
Thou nature art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom, and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me? For that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother. Why bastard? Wherefore base? When my dimensions are as well compact, my mind as generous, and my shape as true as honest madam's issue, why brand they us with base? With baseness? Bastardy? Base? Base? Who, in the lusty stealth of nature, take more composition and a fierce quality than doth within a dull, stale, tired bed go to the creating a whole tribe of fops got between asleep and wake. Well then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund as to the legitimate. Fine word. Legitimate. Well then, my legitimate. If this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow. I prosper. Now, gods, stand up for bastards.
Kent banished thus, and France in collar parted, and the king gone tonight. All is done upon the gad. Edmund, how now, what news?
So please your lordship. None.
Why so earnestly seek you to put up that letter?
I know no news, my lord.
What paper were you reading?
Nothing, my lord.
No? What needed then this terrible dispatch of it into your pocket? Come, let's see. If it be nothing, I shall not need spectacles.
I beseech you, sir, pardon me. It is a letter from my brother I have not all read, and for so much as I have perused, I find it not fit for your looking.
Give me the letter, sir.
I hope for my brother's justification he wrote this but as an essay or taste of my virtue.
I begin to find an idle and fond bondage in the oppression of age tyranny. Come to me that of this I may speak more. Oh, if our father would sleep till I waked him, you should enjoy half his revenue and live the beloved of your brother Edgar. Conspiracy, sleep till I waked him, you should enjoy half his revenue. When came this to you? Who bought it?
It was not brought me, my lord. There's the cunning of it. I found it thrown in at the casement of my closet.
Well, you know the character to be your brother's.
I would fain think it were not.
It is his.
It is his hand, my lord, but I hope his heart is not in the contents.
Villain, villain, abhorred villain. I'll apprehend him, abominable villain. Where is he?
I do not well know, my lord. I dare pawn down my life for him, that he hath writ this to feel my affections to your honour, and to no other pretence of danger.
Think you so?
If your honour judge it meet, I will place you where you shall hear us confer of this.
He cannot be such a monster.
Nor is not sure.
To his father, who so tenderly and entirely loves him. Heaven and earth. Edmund, seek him out. Frame the business after your own wisdom.
I will seek him, sir. Presently.
These late eclipses of the sun and moon portend no good to us. Love cools, friendship falls off. Brothers divide. In cities mutinies, in countries discord, in palaces treason. And the bond cracked twixt son and father. This villain of mine comes under the prediction. There's son against father. The king falls from bias of nature. There's father against child. Oh, we have seen the best of our time. Machinations, hollowness, treachery, and all ruinous disorders follow us disquietly to our graves. Find out this villain, Edmund. It shall lose thee nothing. Do it carefully.
This is the excellent foppery of the world, that when we are sick in fortune, often the surfeits of our own behaviour, we make guilty of our disasters the sun, the moon, and stars, as if we were villains by necessity, fools by heavenly compulsion, knaves, thieves, and treachers by spherical predominance, drunkards, liars, and adulterers by an enforced obedience of planetary influence, and all that we are evil in by a divine thrusting on. An admirable evasion of whoremaster man to lay his goatish disposition to the charge of a star. Edgar.
Patty comes.
Oh, these eclipses do portend these divisions.
Oh, now, Brother Edmund, what serious contemplation are you in?
I am thinking, brother, of a prediction I read this other day, what should follow these eclipses.
Do you busy yourself about that?
I promise you, brother, the effects he writes of succeed unhappily, as of unnaturalness between the child and the parent. Death, dearth, disillusion of ancient amities, divisions in state, menaces and maledictions against kings and nobles, and I know not what.
How long have you been a sectary astronomical?
When saw you my father last?
Night gone by.
Spake you with him?
Aye, 2 hours together.
Parted you in good terms? Found you no displeasure in him by word nor countenance?
None at all.
Bethink yourself wherein you may have offended him, and at my entreaty forbear his presence until some little time hath qualified the heat of his displeasure.
Some villain hath done me wrong.
That's my fear. Retire with me to my lodging, from whence I will fitly bring you to hear my lord speak. Pray you go. There's my key. If you do stir abroad, go armed.
Armed, brother.
Brother, I advise you to the best. I am no honest man if there be any good meaning towards you. Pray you, away.
Shall I hear from you or not?
I do serve you in this business. A credulous father and a brother, noble, whose nature is so far from doing harms that he suspects none. I see the business. Let me, if not by birth, have lands by wit. All with me's meet that I, confession,